While I was streaming Dwarf Fortress today, my fortress had ended, so I was looking for a new place to embark. Then suddenly this happened. There's also a dead common snapping turtle? What else is there? Random child on my patio. Sorry, wrong clip. This happened. But then there's this area I haven't looked at all. Because, well... What? So if you're wondering why I have this look of sheer terror on my face, it's because that is a collection of shrines. When Dwarf Fortress generates a world, scattered around the environment are shrines. These are small spaces that are generally just a little cluster of pillars with sometimes a little base in the middle. And these little buildings scattered around the environment can have creatures in them, hell-bent on bashing your skull in. What in the goddamn? Excuse me. Huh. But that's not even the craziest part. Of course they started fighting. They're all fighting. No, it's not one. There's like 6 of them. There's one. What's underneath them? Copper shields. Clash of the Titan. Literally. It'll be short, but... Because this one's just bleeding to death. And then after that, well... You'll see. Then a cat runs up... Oh, yeah, Huh. Without a deep embark, I don't... think that's possible, dude. Oh, I was so naive. I just presumed that we got killed by a Titan. That's the totally logical response, right? Well, it's significantly scarier than that. So this is a normal size embark, and I can get, what, 4 of them in there? Oh, no, there you go. That's probably the most you can get. Okay, so pause. Is there... I haven't even looked if there's any materials here that are useful. 4 hostiles. Yeah, thanks, DFX. So there's this one, which is a marsh titan. It's a hairy slug with wings. Beware, it's fire. We got a fire beast already. Okay, let's just follow a singular dwarf and see how long it takes them to all die again. Basically, like, the way you'd do this is you'd already be digging. What? Nobody died. Oh, is it just that cold? Look at me thinking that it was cold out. Well, let's see if you figure it out. We'll watch me be completely obliterated with confusion one more time. Then I'll explain exactly what's going on here. They're caught in freakish weather and they immediately die. What the fuck is happening? What the hell is this? Now, before you start screaming, blind, it's a haunted biome. It's not. In the overworld, it's actually set as serene, meaning it's a good aligned biome. It's a good aligned biome with a bunch of shrines in it. So there's something weird going on here. I'm getting evil biome effects in a good biome. For those of you who don't know, if you're unfamiliar, in Dwarf Fortress, different aligned biomes can have different special modifiers, essentially. This specifically happens in the evil biomes. It can be things like, it's raining mucus, and that's really gross. It could be raining a liquid that makes you dizzy. However, the freakish weather I'm getting here is instantly turning me into a rotting husk, all of my 7 dwarves, as well as the titans around the map. So why is this happening? It's not even a haunted biome. Yeah, I mean, like, it might be doable if I have a bit of a second biome. Like, here, hold on a second. Let's just, like, expand the size of it a little bit. And, you know, just get, like, a cave, some sinister mountains, and this death space. Okay, so the Hill Titans are fighting. Let's just... The game's... Okay, so are these ones actually fighting? Also, speaking of hell, what... Yeah, no, it's not really revealable. Game is paused. Yeah, no, it's like a weird corner in the map chunk cut out. And whatever in the cave is clearly dead. Yeah, again. Like, I don't know. Let's just try this. I'm just gonna embark, like, right here. Just randomly on the ice somewhere. Do they die? Alright, that seems fine. Also, is this entire mountain just null space? Okay, so the mountain is there. It's not the mountain that's the issue. This might just be... Okay, so there's one major issue I see with settling here. Dark Goblin Fortress with 10,000 population. Dark Goblin Pits with 100 population. Dark Goblin Pits with 100 population. Dark Goblin Pits with 100 population. Dark Goblin Fortress of Abysmal Malines. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I can unpause here, seemingly. It's just that area up there, which is bizarre. Because like in my entire life playing Dwarf Fortress, I was always under the impression that you can't have good biomes with evil biome effects. But we seem to have like an unplayable evil biome on top of a good biome. Like this might be the most this might be the most Dwarf Fortress map I've seen in this entire world. Combat breaks out everywhere. All the titans start fighting. If you move up a layer, you can actually see their shrines. It's just siltstone pillars, so they're not actually that exciting, although they do go quite tall. How would we go about doing this? I'd have to bring, like, no animals that could attract them, like that cat. It does have bubble bulbs, so it is a good biome. So, how many are left? Opposed to life, excuse me? Okay, so there is an area in the top corner of the map that is doing that freakish weather thing. I don't know where it starts exactly, but there is a chunk of that here. All right, that's enough teasing him. So what's actually happening here is there is a bug that I discovered after doing a bit of Google searching. So what the bug is essentially you can get two biomes that are stacked on top of each other. As for why there is so many titans in this location, I have a theory. When I was generating this world, I cranked up the number of titans that could show up in a region. And this area is completely cornered off by mountains, meaning a lot of creatures and things can't travel over top of them. So when the world generated and it placed all of its scattered titans, because it couldn't disperse the titans far enough away from the settled areas, it kind of just clustered them all in a corner. And I guess just the addition of evil there ended with this bug appearing, which we found in the Google search. This is Mantis. It's the Dwarf Fortress bug tracker. This bug was originally reported in version 40.24. They call it trivial, but I guess that's in certain situations. I have no idea how reproducible it is. I mean, obviously, I've had it happen now. It's under the weather category, and essentially what it does is it causes you to have multiple biomes in the air above the biome that you're playing in. So as the user here describes it, my current fortress straddles a good biome and a neutral biome. However, I frequently receive alerts that it is raining human blood. So they're in a good biome and a neutral biome. However, it seems to evaporate before it hits the surface, although it does not seem to collect in treetops. So, they say that the step to reproduce it is to settle in a line between two biomes. In this situation, I'm not settling between two biomes. Of course, I did in that one example where I settled between a good biome and a evil biome, which is the mountains and the glacier with the titans on it. But I think what's actually happening here is there's actually an evil biome stacked on top of the good biome. Only the area around the serene region was where we got the zombifying liquid raining from the sky. So my theory is somewhere above the area that I'd settled in was classified as a terrifying biome, causing stuff to be morphed into spontaneous evil. So essentially what's happened is I've discovered this biome. This biome is crazy, and it is potentially survivable. It rains this gray goo stuff that turns your dwarves into zombified husks, and it's invisible and you can't see it. There's also a ton of titans everywhere. If you think you can survive on this map, I'll actually link it. There's a Google Drive. If you want to try this biome, I actually have a link in the description of this video to both the Google Drive link that I uploaded to send to the developers with a successful Embark and an unsuccessful Embark, as well as a Dwarf Fortress file depot upload as well, if you'd like to try that. I'm going to be trying to survive on this biome today on stream. If you're watching this the day it goes up. Otherwise, maybe I'll pin a link to the playlist once it's done, or video or something. But seriously, this was a lot of fun to discover. We just stumbled around trying to find an evil biome to settle on because I've had the itch for a minute now, and I've wanted to do something a little bit dangerous. And I think that this suits that bill. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get migrants. It's going to be awful, probably. Tune in. Maybe it'll be fun. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to drink water. It's way too goddamn hot. Seriously, it was 36 Celsius today. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my newsletter. It's a place where I send out a weekly roundup of all the work I've been doing. Currently, I'm working on a narrative-based video, which is from a couple events from the stream earlier. I'm not sure when that'll be out, probably early next week. And of course, if you'd like to support me financially, you can also do that via my newsletter to get extra perks and things that I'm doing behind the scenes. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. I'm gonna go take an ice shower after I edit this.